be covering a few topics related to data on the web, in which there's been significant activity recently. And, this should be, yeah, spoiler. Manu already addressed verifiable credentials and DIDs, which I grouped into a topic called, well, verifiable data, for lack of a better word. Actually, this picture is not quite complete. There's a missing piece in the puzzle. And that's been addressed by the recent creation of a new working group, the RDF Dataset Canonicalization and Hash Working Group. Okay, that's quite a mouthful, so we nicknamed it RCH, or RICH. The RICH Working Group is chaired by Phil Archer and Marcus Sabadello. Its mission is to define a standard to uniquely and deterministically calculate a hash of RDF datasets. There are multiple use cases, not all of them related to verifiable credentials and DIDs, but an important one with verifiable credential is to be able to sign those credentials in a way that's independent of serialization details, and that's quite important in some scenarios. So the working group had its kickoff meeting 2 weeks ago. We have our second meeting here at TPAC Friday morning, a joint meeting with verifiable credentials in Grandy, so probably just somewhere here. If you're interested, feel free to join. A second topic is the one of knowledge graphs. So beyond the buzzword, knowledge graphs have been around for a number of years. They provide tools and methods to integrate heterogeneous data from various sources in order to build insights from those data. In other words, to turn the data into knowledge. A number of W3C standards, RDF, Shackle, Sparkle, to name a few, are now largely recognized as valuable alternatives to otherwise quite popular proprietary technologies. And that's a good thing, right, for those standards. But it also brings new use cases, and with new use cases come new challenges. One of them that has been largely discussed for a long time in the RDF community and outside is the ability to annotate edges of the graph. So this is a small RDF graph. What is currently not easily achievable in RDF is to add edges not just before nodes as before, but also before nodes and other edges. For this, we have created the rdf-star working group. So the RDF dev community group has worked on this for a while to consolidate existing academic work. And so now we have a working group chaired by Adrian Schwendt and Orla Sila. The mission is to extend RDF and Sparkle specifications with the ability to concisely represent and query statements about statements, or if you like, edges on other edges. Unfortunately, the group was announced very recently in the end of August. We didn't have time to organize a proper first meeting. However, we have a dedicated slot at TPAC on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. So if you want to come and have some discussion about what the CG has produced, what's in the charter of the working group, what you want to see in rdf-star, please feel free to join us as well. The third topic I wanted to address is automotive data. You might know that W3C has had, for some time, an automotive working group whose mission is to develop specifications for exposing information services for in-vehicle application as well as cloud-based applications, meaning that data on the web has multiple sources, including connected vehicles. This is a really important topic for this industry, and the proof of it is that recently, an MOU, a Memorandum of Understanding, has been signed between Covisa and W3C. Covisa is an alliance grouping major car manufacturers as well as other companies in this area. Covisa has a number of really interesting projects, for example, to aggregate data about charging events of electric vehicles in order, and this cross-brand of vehicles, charging infrastructure in order to help optimize the operating of those infrastructure and improve the user's experience. In order to achieve that level of interoperability, semantic data using W3C standards such as RDF schema and ARL have to be used, okay? And that also is a set of new and very interesting use cases for those technologies. So if you're interested in the working groups that I've just mentioned, if you're interested in other data-related working groups that I didn't have time to mention, please come and have a chat. I'll be around until the end of the week. Thank you very much.